Hi, dear children. Today, let us learn about Roman civilization. The Roman civilization emerged on the bank of river Tiber. It is 25 kilometers away from Mediterranean Sea. It is an area between Alps mountains and Tiber. People who settled in these regions around 2700 years back are called Romans, and the place is called Rome. The Romans followed the civilization of Greeks. Rome preserved the contributions of Greece. They built a huge empire and organized provincial administration. The ancient people of Rome were called as patricians. The word patrician originates from the Latin word pater, which means father. Romans believed Romulus and Remus as their forefathers. Rome was under the rule of a monarchy. The Romans had assembly and a senate. Assembly and senate are the two political advisory institutions. The assembly was made up of all the middle-aged men, and the senate was an elite institution which was very influential. The Senate had the power to reject the proposals of the assembly and the king. In the 6th century BC, monarchy was abolished and a republic was established in Rome. Around 3rd century BC, the administration of the whole Italy came under the Republican states. Even after the establishment of Republican states, Senate and Assembly continued as advisory institutions. The members of these institutions headed the armies during the wars. They enforced the laws and dispensed justice. Roman society. There were two classes in the Roman society. There were patricians and the plebeians. The patricians were the elite in the society. They were land owners and formed the upper class in society. Patricians were the people who controlled the Senate of Rome. The plebeians were the common people. The plebeians were the ordinary workers, small landowners, artisans, small traders, and soldiers. The rights of plebeians were limited. They were meant to pay taxes and to undergo punishment. The decisions taken by the council and the Senate regarding the plebeians could be rejected by the tribunes. In the 5th century BC, the plebeians made a rebellion against the system existed in Rome. Due to this rebellion, the patricians granted some concessions to the plebeians. Thus, the plebeians got the right to choose the members of the tribunes. It was around this time that a rule based on Roman law was established. This proved awareness over their rights and learned to oppose the violation of their rights. The desire of Romans to expand their borders exposed into newer conflict. Hence, they battled with the coastal town of North Africa called Carthage. During this period, Sicily was a fertile area. The Romans fought for the control of this area for 118 years. These long wars are referred to as the Punic Wars. The Carthaginians were defeated in this war. By early 1st century BC, the Romans had conquered Greece, part of Asia and Egypt. Conquest and victories had enabled Rome to acquire vast wealth and richness. Through these battles, Rome won over a lot of gold and innumerable slaves. The Rome had not only patricians and plebeians but also had slaves. The slaves did not have the rights of citizenship. They were the private property of their owners. The slaves were also sold and bought by the Romans. There were instances when the slaves secured their freedom under special conditions. The Romans, who had immersed themselves in their pride of status, used the slaves as gladiators. They amused at the combat of the gladiators from the amphitheater. A majority of the slaves and prisoners lost their lives in such games. Gladiators. The wrestlers of ancient Rome were called gladiators. They were both expert and amateur wrestlers among them. The fights were organized to entertain the spectators. These fights, which were fought between human beings and sometimes between human beings and animals, ended in gruesome deaths of the participants. The place where gladiators fought were called amphitheater and colosseum. Criminals, slaves, and prisoners of war who had lost their citizenship rights were taken as gladiators. Gladiators very rarely used to obtain their freedom by becoming popular and wealthy. Over a period of time, the chaos engulfed the Roman state. Rebellions and assassinations took place regularly in Rome. Bribery and corruption during elections became the order of the day. At this juncture, around 60,000 poor and exploited slaves rose in rebellion under the leadership of Spartacus. 1 year after their struggle, they were ruthlessly suppressed. Around 60,000 people were crucified at this time. The generals, on the account of continual wars, reduced the authority of the Senate to insignificance. Number of military generals emerged during this period. Pompey and Julius Caesar are prominent among the hundreds of such military generals. Julius Caesar. In the course of time, the rule of first triumvirate. Triumvirate means a group of three men holding the power, that consisting of Cassius, Pompey, and Julius Caesar, started in Rome. Julius Caesar won France and England the same time. Pompey won Syria and Turkey. Cassius died while winning Parthia. Like this conquest and expansions, Rome, which was just a city-state, became an empire. Julius Caesar defeated and killed his rival Pompey. Julius Caesar won the love of Cleopatra. She was the queen of Egypt. The powerful Julius Caesar declared himself as the dictator of Rome and weakened the republic system of Rome. Later, he was assassinated. By that time, the Roman agriculture, industry, and commerce had evolved a lot. Julius Caesar implemented the Julian calendar. His work was further continued by Augustus Caesar. Augustus Caesar. The previous name of Augustus was Octavius. Augustus Caesar formed the second triumvirate with Mark Antony and Lepidus. Later, Augustus Caesar chased away Lepidus and shared the kingdom with Antony. Later, Augustus Caesar defeated Antony as he sided with Cleopatra. Mark Antony and Cleopatra committed suicide. After this, Augustus assumed the title of Imperator. Augustus Caesar consolidated all powers with himself and ruled. The period of Augustus Caesar is called as the golden period of Rome. Jesus Christ lived during his period. Augustus undertook many welfare programs. He himself declared that he changed the Rome from mere brick city into white marble city. He established Pax Romana. Pax Romana means peaceful period of Rome. After Augustus Caesar, Marcus Aurelius came to power. Constantine was the last ruler of Roman Empire, but he was an incapable ruler. During this period, a barbaric attack by Odoacer led to the fall of the ancient Roman Empire 1500 years ago. Roman literature. Romans achieved a lot in the field of literature. Virgil is the greatest poet of Rome. Aeneid was his epic poetry. Ovid, the another great poet of Rome, documented the mystical stories of Greek in his book Metamorphoses. Apart from them, popular poets like Cicero, Plautus, Terrace, and others are known names. Julius Caesar himself was a good historian. He had edited the Gallic battles in 7 volumes. Pliny's natural history and Seneca's tragic plays are notable work during this period. Philosophy. Romans continued the philosophy and thoughts of Greeks, rather creating new ones. Cato, who is known as the Socrates of the West, is of importance. Cicero, Seneca, and Emperor Marcus Aurelius advocated Stoicism. It advocated living at peace with nature. Art and architecture. Colosseum and amphitheater are the two best examples of Roman superior architecture. Pantheon is the largest building of Rome with the biggest dome. Cupid's statue and Arapas's statue are the best examples of sculptures of Romans. Science. Romans had a deep knowledge in mathematics and science. Pliny the Elder prepared an encyclopedia named Natural History. Galen, famous doctor of Roman period. Strabo and Ptolemy were the famous geographers of that time. The laws of Romans are the base of all the modern laws. This is their unique contributions to the field of legal studies.